And we are back. Okay, hey, what's up, guys? So it seems that everything is sorted out. I am not sure. You're gonna let me know in the comments right about now. Okay, so yeah, so I learned so much about YouTube servers and latency rates and latex and some other stuff that they were talking about on the back end of the. I'm pretty sure latex might not have been it, but it sounded like that. But anyway, I think that the problem is solved. You guys will let me know in the comments right now, and I think that we might only have like a few second lag. So it seems to be a server issue. Unfortunately, not on my side. Well, fortunately, not on my side. Most definitely not on Comic Con Africa's side. It would appear to be on the YouTube side. So here's what we are doing. Right, here's the plan. The plan is that we are going to go ahead. We're going to try and do this as best as we can. If the latex latency, what drops again, to whatever it drops again to, Robo Robbie is going to tell me over here, and what we'll do then is we'll make a plan from there. If it means that we have to, shall we say, I don't know, reschedule this thing to another time, because the latex latency, what drops to that point, we will do that at that point. Okay. Hashtag latex, not latency. I mean, hashtag latency, not latex, right? So, okay, guys, so let's do the thing there. Let's pick it up from there. Thank you so much for your patience. I apologize for all of that there. And of course, we want to say hyper sorry to our friends at Bitty Boomer. I think the sheer awesomeness of the product made YouTube be like, dope, So yeah, and to the YouTube gods, I'm sorry, I'm not fighting with you. It's okay, we are all chommies over here. Hashtag chommies life. Okay. Whew. Okay, so who's ready to do this thing? Let me know. Say assembled in the comments right now. Say assembled if you are ready to do this thing right about now. Okay, so I was talking to you about some stuff earlier. Unfortunately, we lost a little bit of time. We are roughly about 20 minutes behind over here. So I apologize in advance. What we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit over time this time, with this particular quiz. Apologize in advance, but you know what? We're going to have a good time over here, right? So I've got people assembled over here, and I'm ready to go. So I want to say how's it to Intercoso and Charlie. I want to say how's it to Tiza. I want to say hello to Pascal Francis. I want to say hello to Media Warhead, Luzanne, Mr. Manhattan, Ensign as well. I'm seeing some very, very awesome places and all of that stuff. Okay, so Curse Cupcake, do apologize for that. As long as you can hear me, you'll find the two things you need that are critical for you to play is, of course, listening to me because I might serenade you. But more importantly, you need to give me your name. Now, I believe that I'm being fat shamed over here right, because the emoji that just popped up, I'm not going to bother about that, but I am going to put the googly-eyed ones, right, because I am now Zuatu, the Watcher. How many of you are currently catching What If? What If is just mind-blowing. It is every bit as epic as the comic books as well. So yeah, but something else that's truly epic is, of course, those there Bitty Boomers. That's right. So Bitty Boomers, 299 Rand a pop. And basically what you're going to find is 30 different characters from a whole host of different franchises. We are talking about Star Wars. We're talking about Turtles. We are talking about Marvel. There's a whole lot of different ones over there. And what we also know is that there are 4 brand new ones that are coming out. I'm announcing them here for the very first time. We're talking about Miles Morales, Venom, Carnage, and of course Loki, right? So tonight's a Marvel quiz, something marvelous for you. And also we got those epic prizes sponsored with it. We got those epic bundle lots that we're giving away. But you know what? Let's pick up for time. Let's do this thing right now. Once you have, okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask my boy T on the back end, throw us that link. And as me, I promise there will be no spoilers tonight, so don't worry about it. What we want you guys to do is check out this bit.ly link over here, join us, and let's get ready to play this game. Now, we have 31 questions tonight. I am not going to lie, they are hard. So even though they are based on the Marvel Universe, they are hard. I assure you, you are going to see flames, right? So let's bring the thunder, do the thing. We're going to be a bit fast with this thing over here, just because we want to make up for time. But I want you guys to have a good time starting right about now. Question number 1, here we go. Okay, Takosa, I'm going to explain to you how the con works momentarily. But right now, what I need you to tell me is, just waiting for it to load. Okay, what was the first Marvel comics ever published? Was it Timely Comics 1, Marvel Fantasy 1, Monthly Marvel, or Marvel Comics 1? Just remember, it is the fastest finger first. So the faster you answer, the more points you get. So to answer your question, right, here's how it works. we will we still have some things coming up, some things that we're planning and trying to work on for something in Johannesburg at the moment. It's still very, very early in the concept phase, simply because of everything that's happening with Corona. Now, notwithstanding Corona, I, Zuatu the Watcher, am number 52, and I have Mr. Marvel in first place, the V Master in second place, Simon in third place, Shivering Warrior in fourth place, David, George, Zandri, and Carlin, Wolfie, and Zoe Odin, sorry, all tied together in fifth place. And holding together in the quote-unquote 10th place is Jamun, I'm assuming, Jack's Puny God, Nice, and Scrapper 142. So that rounds out our top 10. As we can see, we are off to the races with this thing over here. And let us go on over to the next question. Now, in as much as we are not 100% certain what is happening with Comic-Con Africa in Johannesburg this year, what we do know is that in October, we will see you answering this question. Spider-Man, in the comics, who was the guest speaker at Peter Parker's high school graduation, sorry? Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Jerry Jonah Jameson, or Otto Octavius? I think it's this person over here. And guys, as excited as we are on the back end, please give me a chance before we load the next question. I know everyone's excited, but guys need to recover from the stress and anxiety that was happening on the stream earlier tonight. So as I was saying, Comic-Con Cape Town, it's actually a pop-up. It's a series of pop-ups. So in other words, what we are going to be doing is hanging around with you guys in the City Bowl. So there are a couple of different things happening. There's a Howler link that I want you guys to check out, right? So the Howler link, you will be able to check it out via the comments, but after this, you'll be able to follow that Howler link, and that link over there is going to give you more of an understanding in terms of what's going on with Comic-Con in Cape Town coming up in October. Let's move to the next question. Queenie God taking over to the first place. Cholo Skuman, yes, this is going to be a hard one, but you can do this. I want you to tell me, Iron Man, which real-life celebrity is Tony Stark based on? Howard Hughes, Elon Musk, John D. Rockefeller, Jeff Bezos. I think it's this one, right? Okay, so guest shouter, perhaps not speak for JJJ. Okay, so on the topic of something that simply shouts at you, it is, of course, tonight's quiz brought to you by our friends at Bitty Boomer, right? So Bitty Boomers are the tiny speakers with a big, powerful sound. Yes, that's right. We are talking about these mini collectibles that act as speakers and also Bluetooth remotes powered with Bluetooth 5, and they're also selfie remotes. And what you'll find is that they cover a host of different franchises as well. So really, really awesome, really, really powerful. They pair with all devices via Bluetooth, of course, and they pair with each other to give you even better sound. Tonight's prizes are, of course, sponsored by our friends at Bitty Boomers, who can be obtained from various retailers all across the country. I'll tell you more about that momentarily. But teaser calling out the truth over there, people are going to see flames. Kitty Pride taking first place over here. And I don't even see Puny God. Puny God dropping all the way to 18th place, which means that anything can happen in this game. Let's go over to the next question. Okay, so 431. Captain America. Who was the enemy that kept punching the face on the cover of Captain America Comics #1? Red Skull, Arnim Zola, Adolf Hitler, or Baron Zemo? So, guys, if you're having a good time, Zakaria Luna say, might as well quit now. No. Don't worry. I believe in you. You can do this thing. Don't stop believing. Gotta hold on to the feeling, my friend. Okay, so guys, so much happening. Like I said, so much happening. Now, as you know, September is, of course, con month. So this is the thing that we're doing. Normally, we would find ourselves now getting ready to meet up slightly later this month in September for Comic-Con, but because of all things COVID and the like, we can't really do that. But we want to take it down memory lane, and we have some really, really awesome stuff. Something else that's really, really awesome is, of course, David George in first place. So let's move to the next question. But like I'm saying about Comic-Con, it is con month, so we have every week a different theme that we're talking about. And as we go through those themes, you will find that we cover all the different elements of Comic-Con. So think of it as your con away from the con, as you were. So next question, please. Okay, question number 5. It is a quick fire round. I just want to take a sip out of the blue bottle. So I recently found out that I'm not allowed to drink the blue anymore because the blue has too many kilowatts for me. So no, because of him, Charlie speaking for the rest of us, can we get some easy questions so we can get some points? Let's see. New Age Cage. No, yo, don't quit. Quick fire round can change your fortune. Let's do this thing right now. Let's do this. Okay, so here's what I need to know. Hulk. What was the Hulk's original color? Was it gray, green, red, or blue? You need to just remember it's fastest finger first. Okay, so I'm going to try and help you guys as much as possible, but you got to watch carefully. You got to pay attention there. Okay, so because I want you guys to win these epic prizes. Next question is, of course, Wolverine. What is Wolverine's original birth name? Is it Logan, James, Paul, or Victor? Okay, so as you can see over there popping up in the comments now is a little bit of a breakdown in relation to Con Month, this month here. And yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you, it's bittersweet. In as much as I'm really, really excited about the fact that we actually will be able to have, a Con Month to be just basically taking a walk down memory lane. You need to tell me first. Thanos was the first video game character. Okay, which was the first video game to finish Thanos as a character? Chris Pro featuring Thanos, 1983. Captain America and the Avengers, 1991. X-Men, 1992. Or Marvel Superheroes, 1995. Hey, I even ran out of time with that one there. So I don't know how you guys are doing. Carla Pretoria saying, seeing so many flames. No, Carla, don't do this. Don't do this to me now. Okay, so let's see. I've dropped to 80. David George is in first place. And followed by V-Master, then there's Winter McMacken, Lovu, Kellen, Kiwi, Fury's Eye. That's I see Kitty Pride. I see Neve. I see Bada Danda Babda. Bada Danda Babda. This guy is trying to troll me over here. And of course, we got Locally, then we got the Molkas, Lord of Pot Plants, and Luzanne together with McAlsia. Yo, guys, I'm not doing well with the names tonight, am I? But yeah, so that rounds out our top 12 over there. And yes, you guys, not doing very well over here because the point differentials are quite low. Let's see if we can pick up the pace of there. Let's go to the next one. Rip Icewell, first quiz without you. Yes, okay. We take a moment over there. Black Panther, what herb grants Black Panther his powers? It's a certain shaped herb. Is it a cat shape, square shape, plant shape, or heart shape herb? This is that easy question for you. This is the one that's going to get you back on the board, people. Just remember, you want to be back on the board for this one here because we got epic prizes for you brought to you by our friends at Bitty Boomer. So just remember, Bitty Boomer, little collectible speakers with the big, powerful sound. Do not miss out. Now, guys, just remember that we have a lot of other things going on that I'm going to talk to you about momentarily. And I want you guys to realize that even though we may not necessarily be seeing each other for full-on con this year, Comic-Con Africa is back next year. More details on that to follow with the official announcements. But the only way you're going to get the inside scoop is, of course, if you join us on all of our socials, as well as our special groups, including our Telegram groups. Guys, let's go to the next question, please. 9 of 31. What is responsible for Thor's immortality? He sleeps under the stars, the golden apples of Eden. He inherits it from Odin. Death makes him immortal. Just remember, my friends, that you want to be healthy, you want to have an apple a day, so he keeps the doctor away. But something that you don't want to keep away is, of course, your Bitty Boomers. Now, Bitty Boomers has a range that is growing every single day. At the moment, there are 30 unique characters that you can collect across a spectrum of different franchises, including, though not limited to, Star Wars and Ninja Turtles, and of course, Marvel superheroes and other characters. So you want to get in on that. There are 299 each and available from those epic retailers, including, though not limited to, Mode, Take-A-Lot, Toy Kingdom, and BT Games. A whole lot of other places I'll list for you as well, but you can get all of the details, of course, on their Facebook page, details of which are appearing in the comments now. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Martin D. Oliveira saying, Council, I object to the clue dropping. Well, it's a double point round, Martin D. Oliveira. Let's see now if you can pick up the ante over there for all the clue dropping that's going on over there. Okay, so for the next question, no clues given. Okay, let's hear the question, guys. Well, let's read the question. Okay. Who founded Marvel Comics? Yes, guys, this is going to be a tricky one. Is it Stan Lee, Martin Goodman, Steve Ditko, or Jack Kirby? Yeah, you know what I try, Harold Hendricks, is I try to be a good man when I do these things, but sometimes it's hard because, as David George says, it does give us stress. So what is it? What is it indeed? We are at question 10 of 31. We are almost, but actually, no, we're far from there. We're far from there. We are about a third of the way in. Let us see. I see my friend Mike and Glover, and of course, Gerard Rogers saying flames. But Gerard's doing it in style because you've got that there dab going on. Nice. Okay, so David George, strong in one. We've got Kenan in second, Josh in third, Jax in fourth. Kitty Pride making her way up to the fifth. The Winter Max, somebody new in our top six over there. We got the females dropping down to seven. Willem Dafoe. I would prefer Willem Dafoe, but welcome anyway, right? Who thinks that the Green Goblin is going to appear in No Way Home? Let me know in the comments now. Furious Eye, we got TCC and Genevieve in 11th place because Furious Eye and TCC are tied for 9th place, right? So, Shodos Kuman saying, oh my God, I don't know anything. Well, that would be happy because you are that would be healthy and helpful in a Game of Thrones quiz because then you would know nothing. Hashtag Rip Jon Snow. Let's go to the next question, my friends. Tabang Mokhale is saying, I am mad, but are you Thanos? In the comics, how does Deadpool become immortal? Okay, so is it Thanos curses him with infinite life? Lady Death makes him immortal. He stole one of Thor's apples. It was the Weapon X program. So which one was it? All I want to say is that if you are like Tabang Mokhale and you feel mad, then you should remember that Thanos was even madder. Okay, so let's see. Now, why did I think, Nicole Padirachi says, why did I think that it was Stan Lee? Well, actually, this is actually a very, very interesting debate because a lot of people actually believe that Stan Lee got way too much credit for his influence in the Marvel, in Marvel comics generally, but it was actually pioneers like Jack Kirby and when it comes to Spider-Man, artists like Steve Ditko, who actually did the heavy lifting in terms of developing those characters. But why Stan Lee got the thing? Stan Lee basically created Marvel. Let's get the next question loaded. Stan Lee basically created Marvel as we know it right now. In the world that we know because of all the publication and publicity he did. But what you need to tell me is after the events of Avengers versus the X-Men, which villain did Cyclops team up with? Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Magneto, or Mastermind? This one here, you should absolutely be reading comics, so I'm not going to help you with this one. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sip on this here blue bottle. There was less of a sip and more of a gulp. I do apologize, but I won't lie. You guys are seeing flames, so I needed to put out the fire in my soul. Let's go to the next question. Once again, as you can see, all the Bitty Boomers of updates available for you on that page. And David George said, this is where I tend to make mistakes. I'm better a chaser than a defender. Oh, Zakaria Lunat said, this was supposed to be basic. No, we warned you. But Zakaria, you need to tell me, who is Wanda's biological father? Dr. Strange, Mastermind, or Magneto? Look, personally, I felt that Wanda Maximoff, as played by Elizabeth Olsen, had a magnetic personality in the WandaVision. And I want to know what you guys thought about it. Did you think that she was magnetic? Zakaria Luna, okay, so we did warn you the last time that if you wanted to have a Marvel quiz, Quizmaster Kel, Masno Jordan, and Special Query Steve pooled their forces together. They made the trifecta, and as a result of that, they got these cracker questions. Now, guys, because we are fighting for time, right? Because we're fighting for time, you will note that there are a lot of announcements that are popping in the chat at the moment. These are all things that I wanted to have a chat with you about tonight. Because we lost a good 20 minutes at the beginning, friends on the back end are actually pumping you with this information because these are all epic things that are coming up in the days to come that I want you to participate in, be aware of, and otherwise bring into your matrix. Okay, so just be aware of all of the announcements over there and let us keep going. Next question. Courtney Francis saying, this quiz, no, Pasquale Francis saying this thing. Just copy each other's answers. Dr. Strange wants to know, where does Dr. Strange go to heal his hands? Is it Kamataj, Majapur, Kunlun, Koala Rocket? Well, it's what? Okay, guys, I don't even know how to give you guys a clue for this one over here without ruining it, but when in doubt, choose A. That's as good as I got. Woo-wee. Okay, so for Courtney Francis Pasquale, I believe in you. I believe in you. Next question, please. I was going to go all old school Boys to Men there, but I realized that we don't have the time, people. We don't have the time. But you can see me doing it live when we get to Cape Town. But right now, though, we got a quick fire round, so let's do this thing. Now, there's something that I've been pushing for. I'm going to tell you about it momentarily, but right now, you need to tell me this. Who is the first person to take the name Black Widow in the comics? Is it Natasha Romanoff, Claire Voyant, Elena Belova, Melina Fosterkoff? Okay, I'm not even going to lie. Even I'm clueless over there now, right? Even I'm clueless. Okay, so Teaser's saying, I learned most of my Marvel stuff from New Rockstars. They are really, really good. Another one, just shameless for punting of you. You can check out my YouTube channel as well, because I also have some cool things going on over there. But more importantly, if you haven't already, I need you to tell me who taught Daredevil to fight. Is it Electro, Gal, Stick, or Hiroshi? Well, at this point, I feel it's important to give you some advice for life. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words still hurt. So be kind to people, Be kind to people, okay? So, yeah, as I was saying, as we make our way to Comic-Con Cape Town, we will be doing a live quiz over there, right? And I want to do it with everyone countrywide. So the people there, the people at home, let me know what you think about it. Now, if you are a little bit surprised about this question here, where did Hawkeye learn archery? The Circus Shield, the God Artemis, or Assassin School? All I have to say is, listen, just don't be a clown when you're answering this question here. And as I was saying, I also want to do the quiz across the country with all of you as well. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about or why I'm mentioning this, it's because you are not locked on to our socials. And if you're not locked on to our socials, it means that you might not be locked on to Pretty Boomer socials as well. So if you were, after this quiz, you head on over to the Pretty Boomer Facebook page, you will also see that they have 30 different characters available. Currently, with 4 new ones coming up pretty soon that we announced earlier here today. That, of course, being Miles Morales Spider-Man, Venom, and of course Carnage, and of course Loki. Yes, that's right. Those are the symbols. Right. Next question. Noting that David George still strong in first place together with Fury's Eye, the most cast in second and third, respectively. 18 of 31. We passed halfway there. Let us go and answer. What is Silver Surfer's real name? It would be really rad if you knew this answer. Is it Zenla, Ankatin, Zor-El, or Norin Rad? Which one is it? Really rad if you knew. Okay, so Sholo Skuman asking, where can I get comic books? Well, there are various places. If you were able to visit our Comic-Con Africa page, you will also see under the exhibitors tab that we have a list of all the different comic books stores over there in the country. And in no particular order, they include, but are not limited to, Smallville Comics, Cosmic Comics, Project Mayhem Comics, Project Mayhem Comics and Collectibles, our friends at the Comic Warehouse. And I'm thinking that I might have missed someone over there. Robo Robbie will tell me on the back end. But right now, let us go to the next question. Critters and comics as well. Thank you, Robo Robbie. Okay, so how old was Bucky when he fought alongside Captain America in World War II? Was he 18? Was he 16? Was he 21? Or was he 14? It is curious how, as I recall, no, actually, I'm not sure about the sun, so I'm not going to drop you any clues there as well. So Harold asking for a wish. Thursday after quiz, the only movie questions, please. Okay, you know what? If it was within my power, I'd say yeah, but it's not, so we'll have to check. But what you need to know, what you need to know is that even though we are drawing to the end of the season with many of our activations, we are getting ready for Comic-Con Africa next year, together with the Comic-Con Cape Town pop-ups coming up in October. But for the whole of September, it is #Con month. In other words, we are taking it through to the highs and the higher highs of Comic-Con in days gone by. And I want you to check out the schedules that come out every Monday. It tells you what we're talking about that week. It ends off with cosplay. That's why I need you to know that we're building up to. You're going to check out those details on Monday so you know what to get ready for next. Let's move to the next question. It is a double points round, my friend. And once again, I want to thank you guys for hanging with us. I'm so sorry about that thing earlier. I'm hoping I can make it up for you or up to you. But playing this game over here, giving you an extra 200 points over here so you can win those there, Pretty Boomers. Robo Robbie, Quizmaster Kia, Must Know Jordan, everyone, tell me now. Okay, so So I've just been given a breakdown over there with all of the stores. I'll tell you about it momentarily. But right now, you need to tell me which of these characters were not one of the four heroes from Marvel Comics 1? Human Torch, the Marina, Angel, Mask, Raider. I'm not going to help you with that one there. You must suffer because you're getting 200 points. Okay, so guys, there was a whole list that I gave you that was dealing specifically with comics. But if you might be interested in collectibles, like I evidently am, you can also chat to our friends at Dark Carnival. You can see our other friends at Hobby Island. You can check out our other chommies. I spoke to you about our friends from Leaders Den who are also in Kapstad. So many, many, many places there. Charmed Hex saying, I know nothing. That's horrible. I'm not liking that. You know a lot, just not necessarily with the stuff over here, but do not despair, because what's going to happen is we will be having more quizzes, just not entirely sure when. But you know what you can do? You can pop me your ideas for quiz topics, and who knows, we can add them onto the list. If not for the remainder of this season, then most definitely for season 3, if you are interested in that. Let's go to the next question. 21 of 31 people, and we are doing just great. Susan Storm. Okay, this question is about her. What is the name Susan goes by when the manifestation of the dark side takes over? Invisible Girl, Oblivion, Torment, or Malice? Which one is that? What I gotta say is that what I'm very impressed by is that the sheer scope of these questions, the sheer scope, it encompasses pretty much all of the classic Marvel universe. So I'm thinking that maybe what we should be doing in future as well is giving people 1-2 ideas over here in terms of very, very niche areas of the Marvel universe. So something to think about for next season. To see in the comments of there, Tristan Detroit saying a One Piece quiz. I don't know now. Oh, and because I'm Charlie saying shonen anime quiz. I'm liking that. And David Zoe Buffalo saying, David George, teach me senpai. What I'm loving is that there's a lot of, good banter in the comments. And Carla Petroya saying MCU quiz, movies only. I am loving that. I'm loving that. And I think that maybe at some point what we should do is we should do a Marvel series. So we should do like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and have specific questions just for those out there. Carla, what do you think of that their idea? Jad Cosplay asking for the office quiz. I do like that. I do like that. Morgan Barry looking for a reading list. Liking that as well. Let's go to the next question. Guys, I've got to tell you, I'm loving these ideas here. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, so Captain Marvel, what is the name of Cal's ultimate, most powerful form? Warbird, Miss Marvel, Binary, or Captain Marvel? I got to tell you that I didn't know it was binary. I always thought it was binary or binary, because I was a lighty and I didn't know how to pronounce binary. So I don't know. Don't know. But anywho, right, so Carla Petroya is loving that idea. Yes, even me. Let's see. Let's make it so. Mark the Tsua. Asseblief. I've been practicing my Afrikaans, as you can see. I'm very, very proud of myself. I want to say a quick shout out to the dumbest adventure. Loving that name. I want to say how's to the Scarlet Witch. I want to say how's to Kiwi, sorry. I want to say how's to Gideon, TCG, Neve, Steven. And I also want to say how's to TCC, Simon, Winterberg, Laura Potplants, V-Master. And I just realized that I can't see part of the participants list over here. But that's okay, because it is time to roll back. Wrong franchise. It is time to go to the next question. Okay, so Victor chose to give up being a villain for a time and took up a new mantle. Which hero did he become for a time? Iron Man, Black Panther, War Machine, and Taskmaster. What's really awesome about Iron Man, people, is the fact that he has epic armor, which coincidentally is something that Dr. Doom also wears. So I can't understand why he would want to be Iron Man, people. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff indeed. And something else that's really cool is, of course, Bitty Boomers. Yes, that's right. I cannot say this enough. What you guys need to know is that Bitty Boomers are teeny, mini, itty, weeny speakers. They are Bluetooth 5 powered, and they are epic in every possible way, because not only do they also act as collectibles, they have an entire range that keeps on growing. 30 and counting right now, people. In addition to that, they also act as a selfie remote. In other words, you can link that there up to your phone and do your thing. And while you're doing your thing, you can attach one of your things to the other thing. You can put them together to get a bigger thing, which of course is a link between those two bitty boomers, which has even more powerful sound. So it's a boom, baby, do this thing. So what you want to do is head on over to their Facebook page, Bitty Boomers ZA, and you will keep up to date with all the stuff that they are doing. And you will also find that they have a list of their retailers as well. So you can get the stuff like pretty much that all the cool places that you go to anyway. So what I want you guys to do is go and grab yourself some Bitty Boomers if you're not going to be one of the top 3. And we are going to see who those top 3 are momentarily. Let's do this. Next question, please. It is a quick fire round, people. You know what that means? That, of course, means that we must take a sip out of the blue bottle. What I miss is, of course, the blue. But the blue was overpowering me, people. It was overpowering me. Harry Hendricks saying, MK, 90s movies, live action, 90s live action TV series quiz. Harold Hendricks, what I will say to you is that is, in fact, a brilliant idea. However, what we need to do is rally the fans. The only way we're going to be able to do that is by getting more people to like, share, subscribe, follow on everything, including this here YouTube channel. But while we're waiting to do that, let us go through this quick fire round. Throw it at me, y'all. Let's do this. Okay, so what job did Peter Quill have in the original comics before becoming Star-Lord? Damn it. Okay, was a thief, an archaeologist, a pilot, or a NASA astronaut? When in doubt, choose A, because I actually have no idea. Tristan Detroit also saying Spider-Verse quiz. We actually did have a Spider-Verse quiz a few weeks ago. Tristan obviously missed that there. Tristan, that obviously missed that one there because he is no doubt not following us on socials and has certainly not joined us in our Gram group, as in the telly. Our Tele group, as in the Telegram. So you want to get in over there. But right now, the Punisher was originally created as a villain for which hero? Was it Spider-Man? Was it Iron Man, Deadpool, or the X-Men? It was actually issue number 129 of Spider-Man that he appeared as the villain in. And yeah, let's see what you guys did. Did you guys know that? Oh wait, you don't get to know yet because She-Hulk needs to know something. Wood surname does not appear in She-Hulk's law firm. Come on, guys. Goodman, Lieber, Lee, or Kurtzberg. When in doubt, choose the D. So, okay, I'm thinking. Tristan says, I'm sad I miss you, but do not despair, my friend, because I like you as much as I do. What we are going to do is we are going to try and try one more, maybe towards the end of the year when we are doing Spider-Man Far From Home. I said it. I want it to happen. I'm putting it out into the universe because I got that last answer wrong. I'm sorry for everyone that I misled. Sorry. But somebody who is not sorry at all is, of course, David George, followed by the Mulcast, and, of course, Furious I. Then, of course, we got very close behind him, very, very close behind him. He's, of course, Kill and Fish Willem Dafoe. And Aiden W. George, V. Marshall, Laura Potplans, Morgan as well. Now, the point differential over here between David George and the Mulcast is somewhat significant. But you know what? Anything can happen because we've still got some questions going on. Jacques Van Zyl says, how about starting a Comic-Con Africa ambassadors program? Jacques Van Zyl, what would that entail exactly? Because what worries me about ambassadors, and having seen many of them in the past, is many of them actually claim to love the show, claim to love the life, but in actual fact, are more interested in gaining them likes. And that's not what it's about. We're a community, we're here to build it, we're here to grow it. What are they supposed to do that you, Jacques Van Zyl, are not already doing? Okay, let's go to the next question. Oh, wait, double points round. Okay, let's see, right? Okay, so David George said, let's take a second just to acknowledge. David George, I can't hear you over the heartbeat in my ears. Well, your heart beats so, no. My heart beats on to the beat of the, no. I actually don't know any Keisha songs. Robbie, give us the double points, cause. Thank you, Robert. Okay, Robbie is now, no, take me off the mic, no, don't want to listen to Robbie. Nick Fury, which actor is the only other actor to have played live action Nick Fury? Val Kilmer, Dolph Lundgren, David Hasselhoff, and Sylvester Stallone. Yo, this is a very, very good question. I think you don't hassle the Hoff, that's all I know. So, Yeah. You know what I love about this community? What I love about this community is that there's so much of love and support for everyone out there, by everyone out there. I mean, yes, people are now like pushing love, like Mana's boats. What I love, right? Mana's boats, respect for the top 50. I'm loving that. Okay, Jack Panzer says, I will send you an email. Mom, man, that's what I like to hear. Okay, so then I also see Justin asked me, Zaid, what do you prefer, Shang-Chi or the Eternals? At the moment, I must say, I'm a little bit more excited about the Eternals, but I'm very, very eager to go and see Shang-Chi this weekend. So let's see. Ask me again in about a week's time. With that being said, let us go on to the next question. My friends, we are closing in over here. There is still yet an opportunity for you to bring your thunder and do your thing. But first, what is the name of the technology that shrinks Ant-Man? Is it the Lang particles, the shrink particles, the Pym particles, or of course the squeeze particles? Yes. Right. So, okay. So, guys, Corey Lowe saying MTG Arena tournament this year. Well, what you need to know is that you can go and check out our socials because, as I said, it's con month. And every week, we are doing something different where we're talking about the different things that are going on. And in doing so, you'll be able to find out exactly how it's going to work over this month of the year and what we have planned for the rest of the year. Now, as you know, with the advent of COVID and everything that's happening today, it has been incredibly difficult for us to do anything at all, but we have partnered up with our friends in the city of Cape Town, together with the Animation Festival, to actually host a series of pop-ups throughout Cape Town in the City Bowl. So what's going to be happening is the first weekend in October, my friends and I are going to pop on down to Kaapstad, and we will be bringing the thunder, doing the thing with a series of live events across the show. Now, what you want to do is there is a Howler link that you will find in the comments right now, and of course on all of our socials, that will link you to all of the different things that you need to know about. So it'll tell you about how registration works, if applicable, and what the times are going to be like and all that stuff. I must stress that all of these events will, of course, be based on COVID protocols, strict COVID protocols. So we apologize in advance. What you want to do is go and check that out early to avoid disappointment. Let's go to the next question. What was Jean Grey's original superhero name? Was it Marvel Girl, Phoenix, Miss Marvel, or X-Woman? Which one was it? Hey. Okay, so Jack Fanzel saying, where do I get your details? Tell you what, Jack, go look for me on Facebook. Right, so just go and find me on Facebook. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. It is Zaid Mortala. I look like this. Right? Just go and check me out over there, and then we'll sort all of that stuff out over there from there. Right? And yeah, that goes for everyone else as well. Just check me out on socials and let's become chommies and let's do this thing. Okay, so let's go over to the next question. Right, okay, so just a couple of housekeeping announcements. What I need you guys to do is, people in the top 3, you are going to get a special message popping up on your screen. What you will need to do is take a screenshot of that and send it on over to my friends at info@comicconafrica.co.za. That is info@comicconafrica.co.za. And as for the rest of you, do not despair. What you'll be able to do is pop your screenshot of your position, put it on out of there, and tell your friends how much fun you had tonight, notwithstanding the delayed stream. And you too, that will be a part of this epic journey. Tonight's quiz was, of course, brought to you by our friends at Bitty Boomer. And Bitty Boomer are, of course, these epic little collectibles that are also speakers, or epic little speakers that are also collectibles. Am I a man that dreamt that I was a butterfly, or am I a butterfly dreaming that I was a man? Either way, I would be awesome, just like those Bitty Boomers. Because the Bitty Boomers, not only are they tiny, they have a powerful sound. So in other words, you can pretty much carry them anywhere with you, and you know that you're always going to be able to hook up. Whoops, they dropped my phone there. You're also going to be able to hook up with them because they are powered by Bluetooth 5. But what that means is that it is super fast, super secure, doing its thing. Another thing that it does is it also doubles up as a selfie camera. So in other words, a selfie remote. Yes. So what you can do is you can press this thing, will be able to actually take a selfie for you. In addition to that, it also pairs up and links together with other Bitty Boomers so you can get even more powerful sound. Last but not least, what you need to know is that Bitty Boomers are fully licensed. They're fully licensed, and all the characters that they represent, this is actually official merchandise. And what's really, really cool, it doesn't matter what your fandom is, Bitty Boomers has something for you. You can get Star Wars, you can get Ninja Turtles, you can get Marvel. There's a whole host of them. I invite you to go and check out Pretty Boomers on their Facebook page, where you will be able to get all of the details together with details of where you can get them. And I urge you to do so ASAP. With that said, people, let's bring this thing down over here and let's close this year quiz out. Okay, so which villain is responsible for crippling Professor X in the original comics? Was it Juggernaut, Lucifer, Magneto, or Shadow King? Okay, so just going through the comics over here. Just going through the comments over here. I see what's popping, sending me some love over there. Those were awesome nights, awesome nights. I should do the special stream where after every episode of Game of Thrones, I would go and I would do this thing where I would dissect the episode. I really, really want to do something like that again, but time will come. Time will come. I've just been made informed that there's actually a bonus question. There are 31 questions. Let us see what's happening with this last one. There better be extra points. We're going to be stressing out David George at this, people. Let's see. Let's see. Question number 31 is, of course, a bonus question. Yes, it is now. What do I need to know? What do you want to know from me, people? What do you want to know? Which of the X-Men did Magneto marry? What? Which of the X-Men did Mystique, Storm, Rogue, or Kitty Pryde? Oh, okay. I think you're talking about the Age of Apocalypse then. Somebody stole his heart. You might say that they used their roguish charms. Somebody might have said that they had the same hairstylist because they both had, hey, okay. Robert Robbie was like, no, you're giving away the answer. Stop it. So that, okay. And you know what? That one over there was the Kingmaker. Okay, so congratulations, of course, to our boy, the Fish, to our boy, the Molcast, and to our boy, David George. I have no idea what their gender is and how they identify, but I'm saying boy as in gang members. So, my friends, thank you so much for playing. You guys have been phenomenal. And of course, thank you so much to our sponsor this evening, our friends at Pretty Boom. I remind you once again to go and check them out on all social media. Now, to everyone over here and to the rest, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We still managed to make it in time. This is the fastest I've blitzed through the questions. Yo. I'm not gonna lie. It's only possible because you guys are jacked up like you can't believe. Thank you so much for your love and support. We do apologize for all of that. But you know what? Comic-Con Africa, like I always say, is a show by fans, for fans. And I'm very, 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 very grateful for each and every one of you. Now, what I need you guys to do is a couple of things for me, just a couple of reminders. What I want you guys to do is after this, especially if you are in Kapstadt, I want you to go and check out that Howler link I was telling you about, because that day is going to give you information about all the crazy stuff that is going to be happening when we have our pop-up in Kapstadt in just under a month's time. In addition to that, I also want you guys to have a look at Con Month, okay? So Con Month, this is September. September is normally the month where we all hang out together at a very, very fancy venue with all sorts of amazing guests. We aren't able to do that once again this year because of the vid, but you know what? We are 12 months away. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, toes crossed, putting it out into the universe, we will be able to see each other again at a live show. But until then, what I want you guys to do is take a walk down memory lane with me. Have a look at all of our socials and have a look at some of the epic moments that we've had in the days gone by. Also, check us out on all of our socials. And don't forget that there's a lot of different things that are happening, lots of different tournaments. I want you guys, the links are appearing in the comments over there. And I want you guys to go and have a look at that. So as we close out, I want to share with you something that's been popping into my mind this week. And, I'm all about, keeping it together up over here. And I want to encourage you with this thought. Throughout the course of your life, whoever you are, wherever you are, and whatever you have been going through, there have been singular moments in time where you thought that I cannot do this. The thunder is out of reach. I cannot bring it. But here you are. You're still here. You're still doing your thing, which means if you can bring it, if you can do it, all you have to do is just bring and do at the same time. Now, how do you do that? Dig deep, look inside. I believe in you. You have this magic in you and you can bring it out of there. So I want you to say with me once more, this time with Philly, let us bring down the thunder and do the thing. I will chat to you guys soon.